Hello, 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 awesome ones, and happy Friday. Today is one of my favorite days out the entire week because it is Friday. And for those of you who do follow me on a regular basis, you know that I pretty much like every day of the week because every day of the week is ruled by a different planet. Now, if you don't know that yet, it's because you're not following me. But if you are for the first time following me, I'd like to welcome you and introduce myself as I am Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, your certified holistic personal trainer, intuitive healer, cosmic energy reader, medical astrologer, master of numerology, and the creator of the Chakra Balance Numerology Cosmic Energy Forecast Deck. Currently, I do not have it in my hands, but I might very well grab it just in case I get inspired to pull a card or two for each of every one of you. But I did want to come on and just share some insight as today is Friday, and Fridays are ruled by Venus energy. Now, in case you didn't know that, you know that now. Maybe you don't know what Venus energy does. Venus is our planet, and Venus is associated with relationships, love, and money. And when you tie it all together, it really is about the relationship you have with others and the relationship you have with yourself and the relationship you have with your money. And currently, Venus is in Capricorn energy, which is really all about the connection of the work that you do. So now we think about today on Friday, it's still, for most people, it's the end of the work week. And I say that for most people because not everybody ends their week on Friday. Some people do work on Saturdays and Sundays. But for most, it's the end of the week. For most, it could be also payday because it is what is today, the 17th of the month. Therefore, there could be a lot of excitement going on in regarding that relationship with the job and also the relationship with the paycheck as well. And how do you feel about that? When you think about Capricorn energy and your physical job that you go to every day, whether you're literally getting out of your house and going to work or you're getting out of your bed and jumping onto your computer. However your work is spent, that's how you do it, which is perfect. But how do you feel about that job? How do you feel about what you spend most of your day doing? And today in Venus energy, it's an opportunity to reflect on how you feel about your job. And when we think about Venus in that relationship, how do you feel about yourself? Because again, Capricorn energy is also associated with the work that you do on you, the work that you do spiritually speaking, in regards to connecting in with your emotions, checking in with your emotions. Do you even do that? Do you even check in with your emotions? Do you ever wake up in the morning feeling a little blase blah and not really sure to why you might be feeling blase blah? Well, that would be a good time to take a moment to reflect on what you are feeling, how you are feeling, what might have taken place the night before, or perhaps you might have had a dream or two that might have put you in that space of blase blah. And maybe there's absolutely no explanation to it at all. And that's okay if there's no explanation to it at all. The idea of the game is that when you do check in with your emotions, it gives you an opportunity to ask yourself, is what I'm feeling a high vibration? And if you've woken up feeling a little blah blah or blase blah, it's an opportunity to switch, as I like to call it, the channel and switch into a higher vibration. And however you might be able to do that. The easiest way for me is two ways. First way is just thinking about something that makes me smile or thinking about someone that makes me smile. Second way is reflecting back maybe over my course of the last couple of days of something I've done that made me really happy. And then that shifts my blase blah moment into a more higher vibration. Now, again, I want to step back for a moment. If you are waking up in a blase blah mood and there's a reason for it, perhaps there's an opportunity for you to reflect and possibly release whatever that energy is that you might be holding on to that may have you feeling a little blue. And this is a great opportunity to do this. You do not need to hold on to that blase blah mood for the entire day just because you woke up that way. That's why it's very important to take time to check in on your emotions. Take time to check in on yourself. Just as you would take time to check in on a loved one, it's just as important to take time to check in on yourself and do whatever it is that you can do so you can start to feel a little better. Now, I'm a little distracted because I'm looking at a license plate that actually says 3127. I'm sorry, 3126. So the first three numbers are catching my attention, and I'll explain to you why that number caught my attention just now. As I sit here in Venus energy on Friday, it's informing me that my mom is with me. Those of you who do know and follow me on a regular basis, my mom crossed over on March 12th. So therefore, that number is very potent to me when I see it, wherever I see it, because it's just a little reminder. It's almost like a doorbell ringing, letting me know that she's there and saying hi. So she caught my attention. So now I'm back to you, where we were as I continue to go and not get distracted. So checking in on yourself and figuring out how you feel, because more importantly is emotionally speaking, how you feel may very well show up in your body as well. And if we can, I had a friend many years back who used to use this term. If you can knit it in the butt before it surfaces in your body, that's a good thing. Otherwise, if your emotions that you are feeling are a lower vibration and you don't change them right away, you may start to feel that energy flowing into your body, and that's going to create more uneasiness on your emotions. So use today's Friday Venus energy to really check in, and especially because Venus is in Capricorn energy. And in less than 48 hours from now, Venus in Capricorn will actually be going retrograde. So it's going to give us a lot of time to do a lot of reflecting on how we feel about our relationship with self, with others, and the money, and also the work that you are doing. Physical work where you're literally going to your 9 to 5, your 8 to 12, whatever your hours are that you work, and also the spiritual work that you are here to do. And for that matter, are you even aware that you are here to do spiritual work? Something to think about. Perhaps you may not be aware of that. Perhaps you might be even looking at me at this point saying, spiritual work? What is spiritual work? Good question. Spiritual work is, to start off with, every one of us has been chosen to be reincarnated in this lifetime. And I use the word reincarnated because I do believe most of us, if not all of us, have been here before at one point or another, multiple times. As I like to say, most of us are old souls. And because we are an old soul, means we've decided that we wanted to come back, whether it was a choice of our own or because of some of the work that we were not able to complete in a past life, we've chosen to want to do it in this lifetime. Sometimes, even myself, I'll ask myself, what was I thinking when I've decided I wanted to do this work? Well, because at that time, we are not in our ego. So we are not looking at it as much of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Much of much of a challenge or a chore, shall I say, the two C's, challenge and chore. We are looking at it as though this is something we need to do and there's a purpose behind it. So because we've made this decision, this is the spiritual work that we're here to do. And the spiritual work is connected to every person you have a relationship with, whether that relationship is a very short-term relationship where you literally get to meet that person for maybe a minute, 2 minutes, 6 minutes, an hour, and then you part ways, or someone that you connect with every so often because you go to a specific store and that person is in that store, so you get to have conversation with them. Every person is part of your spiritual journey, and every person is teaching you something about yourself to helping you really understand who you are on a deeper level. And this is the spiritual work that we came here to do. Much of the work that we came here to do are, I like to use the words challenges. And why do I use the word challenges? Challenge is a fun word for me. And it's almost like asking yourself to do something that is not going to be an easy process because you want to see if you can complete it. So it's a challenge. And we hear that word all the time. We have a 12-day challenge, 21-day challenge, 30-day challenge, whatever it is. Perhaps you may have a 365-day challenge, which is called life. And that's all good. I just want to get a sip of my coffee. So when we think about the spiritual work that we are here to do, every day that we wake up, we literally turn on to a new page. And that new page that we unfold in our day, the different people we come in contact with, are part of our journey. And the ones who trigger us are the ones, at least for me, are the ones that bring me so much joy because they actually help me to understand me on a much deeper level. And that's important. So we have the spiritual work that we're doing. We have our physical 9 to 5 that we go to. And then we have what I also like to call the body work that we are doing. Now, we can use the body work as the chakra system, connecting with our chakras, which is associated with a body part. Every chakra is associated with a body part. Now, again, you might be new to the word chakras, chakra system. There are a total of 114 chakras overall throughout your entire aura. And then there's 12 of the chakras running from the top of your head, about give or take 6 feet above you, all the way down below your feet. But yet there are 7 primary chakras that most healers like myself work with. And each of these chakras are associated with a specific body part and an emotion, which is, again, one of the reasons why it's so important to check in on your emotions if, in fact, you are feeling a lower vibration. If you are feeling a lower vibration, it could very well mean that one, if not more, of your chakras might need your attention to get that energy to flow again. Because our key goal here, as our spiritual work, is to keep our chakras flowing. Because when our chakras are flowing internally, externally, everything is in perfect alignment and moving with ease. Now, here's a question I want to pose to you. How many of you out there are in the space where you feel like you're on this roller coaster of feeling good one day or feeling good for several days, and then all of a sudden you get this little dip that brings you into a space where you're not feeling as great? And that's part of the challenge here, because we do have those moments of ups and downs. We're never going to feel completely at ease all the time. And that's part of the challenge. But we will have moments where we do feel at ease. So again, I'm just inviting you to take time today, on Friday, every Friday for that matter, to just quiet yourself down and check in with yourself and see how you are feeling. Preferably to do this early in the morning when you first get up, whether it's early in the morning for you or not, but just when you're first waking, to check in and ask, how are you feeling? So you don't go end up spending the entire day in that lower vibration. Now, heck, if you wake up feeling amazing, then that's awesome. Focus on keeping that vibration high throughout the day. So when we think about this Venus energy today in Capricorn, know that this energy of Venus in Capricorn will go right through for remaining portion of January. But Venus rules Friday's energy. So every Friday you get the opportunity to really check in and discover who you are and the work you're here to do and how you enjoy the work that you get to do. Physically, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally as well. Very powerful energy. So what I would like to do, because again, I did pull out the cards, let me take this opportunity to pull a card for each and every one of you. Now, this is a collective card reading, which means everyone and anyone who's watching, whether you're here with me on my YouTube channel, you're zooming in on my Twitter page, or you're on my Facebook page. Either way, this is for every one of you. So what I'd like you to do in this very moment is take an opportunity just to take a deep breath in. And as you do, just allow that breath just to be exhaled very slowly out. And as you're exhaling out slowly, just allow your day to be released. It is now about 12:37 p.m. Eastern Time, so most have been up many hours at this time of day. Some of you might be just getting up, some of you might be getting ready for bed. Wherever you are in the world, take this time to let go of whatever is holding you down, causing you to feel heavy. And at this very moment, I'm going to pull a card and see what's in store for all of us. Now, for those of you who might be new to my cards, there's three elements to this card. It's a color, which is associated with a chakra, an affirmation that's going to help raise your vibration, and also an affirmation that's going to add to your journey, and a number that's going to provide a hidden message. So let's talk about this card, the solar plex, which is your gut intuition. And there is a lot of solar plex energy going on right now. There were a lot of people out there voicing digestion issues, voicing worry, voicing concern, voicing impatience, voicing frustration. And that's all solar plex energy of feeling a sense of blockage. So if in fact you are that person who is experiencing digestion issues, not feeling very supported, feeling worried, doubtful, limited, this is an opportunity for you to work on clearing your solar plex and moving into a space of recognizing unlimited possibilities, and know that everything is unfolding for you in the perfect divine timing. Now, creativity is your affirmation. If you can literally surrender all of your worries to creativity and allow your creativity to shine, by whether it is through writing, to dancing, to painting, to singing, whatever your creativity is, use your creativity to help you move into that space of unlimited possibilities and moving into the space of abundance as well. The number 66. Let's talk about that number as it repeats itself. Anytime a number repeats itself, right away, it's a message to really pay attention here when the number repeats. 66 is known as a power number. 6 in numerology is all about healing, nurturing, and being the healer and taking care of yourself and others. It's also associated with family as well. Now, in astrology, the 6 is representing the Virgo energy. So scheduling time to be creative, scheduling time to tap in to who you are and how you are a healer and how you are helping others to heal. And healing your home as well is very important too. Now, 6 and 6 works out to be a 12 energy. Now, in the number 12, when we talk about it, 12 is a very profound number because 12 holds the energy of completion. When we think about the number 12, like when you look on a clock, there's 12 numbers on the clock. When you think about the zodiac signs, there's 12 zodiac signs. When you think about the months, there's 12 months. So 12 is very profound. So 12 is an indication that everything is in perfect order. Everything is in perfect order. That 1 and 2 and 12 is about doing things differently with your partnerships. 1 and 2 is a 3. And when we talk about 3, that works us right back to creativity. How you are creating, how you are communicating, how you are learning. What are you learning? And then what are you teaching? How are you listening? When we think about 3 in astrology, it's associated with Mercury energy, which is interesting. I'm sorry, it's associated with Gemini energy, which is ruled by Mercury. Quite interesting right there. And we think about Gemini energy. Gemini is an air sign. It's about communication. So quite interesting when we talk about this beautiful 6-6 energy. So that is your card for today. So whether or not you're experiencing a blockage or stagnation in your solar plex today, my invitation to you is to take time to sit with your solar plexus. In fact, when you think about solar plex energy, it's associated with the sun. So get outside today and stand out in the sun and get that vitamin D going so you can really get connected and feel more intuitive, because solar plex is about our intuition. So really start learning to trust your intuition, connect with your intuition, and be one with your intuition. So all that being said, that is your lesson for today. That is your lesson. That's your card. Do your work. Tap into your intuition. Work with Venus energy. And just allow yourself to check in every once in a while. For those of you who might be interested in getting a one-on-one reading, this is a perfect time of year for that, as I am offering every Thursday an amazing, amazing holiday special where you can take advantage of $1 per minute, minimum of 15-minute reading, which works out to be $15 for a 15-minute reading. If this is something you would like to do, see that little email strolling across, just go ahead and email healingwithin76@gmail.com to schedule your reading on Thursdays. I do believe there are two more Thursdays left to this amazing holiday special. $1 per minute, minimum of 15 minutes. Go ahead and email so you can take advantage of that special. And I do look forward to connecting with you later on today, tomorrow, and every day thereafter. Should you have any questions regarding the card that was pulled for today, you can leave those questions again on the email. If you have any comments, do the same thing. Leave it at the email. Those who are watching on the Facebook page, you can drop those comments, questions down in the comments below. If you are interested in getting a reading, those who are following on my Facebook page, go ahead and message me. And I will do my best to get you on my schedule sooner than later. And I wish you a beautiful Friday. Happy Venus Day. And I'll definitely be sharing more insight with you over the next 48 hours, because within the next 48 hours, there is a lot going on, cosmically speaking. And I want to be the one to share that insight with you. So till then, enjoy, many blessings. Until next time, bye-bye for now.